Welcome back to another episode of At Home with the Thomas Bros. Yes!
Yeah, baby, let's go. Let's
Do you know
go.
what? That is the first time you two idiots have got it right.
Whoa.
Idiots.
And
you
this
can't
is
call
now
us
because
idiots.
you're starting to enjoy this podcast, aren't you?
I'm actually enjoying it.
Well, now we're number one.
We're not number one.
Oh, we're not.
No, we're not. We had a little moment and we got into the top of the charts, but it's great because that means people liked it. But the real work starts now, Ryan.
Oh, I was looking at like Stephen Bartlett, number 13, thinking we're winning it.
Yeah, mate. We took over Joe Rogan. Come on, that's a big thing.
Oh my god! Do you know what? Ryan's
We're bigger than Joe Rogan, guys. This is huge.
Do you know when you say you shouldn't change, like people change? Ryan's like turned up today, right? He's gone all Hollywood. He's got his sunglasses
on.
Right? He's got his sunglasses on.
It's raining outside.
He looks like Spielberg.
I'm getting
He's
into
really,
this part
you know
very
what?
well.
He's really made an effort today because he knows that we're number one in the comedy section as well. I don't know.
We're not even funny.
I know. I don't know why we're in the comedy section in the first place, but I'm loving every minute of it.
No, Adam's funny, and you're all right. Ryan.
I'm funny. This is what Ryan said to me. He said, make sure you turn up to the podcast and make sure you're funny and fat. I said, I could be fat. I don't know about funny.
This is a thing you say.
Do you
kids.
know what, Adam? Watching the podcast, I do realise how funny you are. You're actually carrying this whole podcast. He is carrying it, isn't he? Can we have a little vote from the listeners? Like Ryan's really conscious about swearing. I said, Ryan, you swear in your everyday life. Okay, it's not cool to swear, but if the odd one slips out, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not the odd one. It's every 5 seconds, lads.
Yeah. I mean, Scott really wants us to be like the real, authentic us, doesn't he?
Yeah. We need to be less PG.
Yeah. Yeah, which we're finding very hard.
Let me ask you a question. Are you boys PG? No, you're fucking not.
Whoa.
Pretending to be PG.
Yeah, true.
Right?
True,
I like
true.
it. You are who you are. You're
Okay,
both.
bugger it.
We've just got to be us, Ryan.
Right,
Which
listen.
is very hard because I don't know who the fuck I am.
The fuck?
Oh my God.
Oh, God. Sorry,
Right,
guys.
Honestly, like, you boys are enjoying this too much. Right. This podcast needs to start every week, right?
Yeah.
With something that we need to get off our chest. And I've got something I want to get off my chest because when it was happening the other night, I couldn't stop thinking about you two and how much you would be so like if you were in the room and witnessed what happened to me the other night, your heads would have fallen off.
You
right?
got a shag.
Brilliant.
Oh, sorry. Right.
That's a brilliant.
Sorry, that won't make any edit. Joking. It's all right. It's not PG.
That is actually a belter from you, Ryan. No, but it was actually better than sex.
Wow.
Right?
Wow, there is nothing better than sex. I'm sorry.
It was better than sex. Listen.
Oh, God.
I think I'm
You know, it's so funny though. I was watching a movie last night, and Lucy goes, "Why are you fast forwarding the sex bit?" I'm like, "I just hate it."
What you don't
What do you
like
mean you
watching
Oh,
it?
I never watch any of the sex scenes in films. It gives me the ick. I just don't think they're necessary.
What?
You're joking me.
Wait, before we go
Never,
on to the
ever.
section.
Wait.
I fast forward it. Oh, it gives me the ick.
Stop. Wait, this is weird.
I
If
don't
you were
know.
watching it with your mum, maybe, but you watching
Why
it.
I don't want to watch 2 other people making out. It's just.
I mean, I do it every night.
All they need to do is see them kiss, cut to the next morning bed, and you know what's happened. You don't need to see all the crying and all the sloppiness. And oh God, no,
I have.
fast forward.
This is the. You know what I love about us brothers? Sometimes I think we know each other, and then I realize we don't have a clue. Like I never knew that about you. So if you're watching a movie on your own, you feel uncomfortable watching someone
very
else.
uncomfortable.
I can't
Very
believe
uncomfortable.
what I'm hearing.
I just don't need to see it.
What? No
Even
way.
when I meet Joe Black, I'm like, get that fast forward now.
No.
Yeah, kissing the neck and all that. Oh, not for me.
If I'm watching a film and I'm watching it with the kids and a sex scene comes on, yes, I will probably fast forward it. But if
Well,
you
I should hope so.
if you sat, I mean, there was a moment where the film was
You
on.
enjoyed it that much, you go, just cover your eyes, kids.
Yeah, that's why I had to. I was like, guys, can you just leave me 5 minutes?
that long.
That is.
I can't.
Okay.
That is a mad
That
one,
is so
though.
weird you mentioned Meet Joe Black. I think that's the first film. This is so graphic what I'm going to say. The first, because I think it was about 11 or 10. When
No, don't say that.
When that sex scene in Meet Joe Black is
it's
the
not gonna go
first
there.
film where I think I understood what masturbation was. No, I think it was. Because
Move on.
It's like when something happened and I went, what's that? And when you were a kid, and you're like,
dying.
what's that? Honestly, it was that film.
No.
Honestly.
Just like I got the ick from like watching sex scenes in films, I'm getting the ick right now.
Wait a second. Let's rewind this, Adam. I went and told you about it because we're obviously twins, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I went and told Adam about this, yeah.
What am I hearing?
No, I went and told him, I think I've discovered this. I can't believe what happens when you do this, right? This because we're twins, right? So we share these magical moments with each other, right? So I've gone and told Adam, yeah, no word of a lie, right? I thought, the little bastard, I bet he's going to have a go, you know. So anyway, I literally left him half an hour and then I creeped upstairs and he sat on the chair. God, it's mint, isn't it?
Like, I was mortified, yeah, because he comes running in and he goes, I knew you'd do it.
Honestly.
Oh, it was the best experience of my life. So I've got Meet Joe Black to thank for that.
But how beautiful is it that, you know what I mean? As twins, like.
Oh my God, what am I? I'm so sorry, listeners. If you subscribed, unsubscribe now.
No, you're missing the point. Sharing discoveries in life.
Yeah.
For example, I remember
our
first pube. I went, oh my God, I've got pubes. And then when I showed Adam, me and Adam used to have a contest, put the light bulb on.
Yeah,
I remember our first pubes coming through.
We even do it now,
Yeah.
but it's like the grey. Oh!
No, it was amazing. Anyway, well, listen, we've gone off topic there. But Ryan, please, right, is this really a thing though? If you're watching a film like Titanic and they're getting it on in that sex scene in the back of the car, that makes you feel uncomfortable.
I wouldn't have seen it.
What do you mean? You've
I fast forwarded it.
Oh my!
I won't watch him.
So do you not like porn then?
Sorry.
Ryan just fast forwards porn to the end.
I'm trying to figure out the psychology. Is it because when you're watching a movie, you just want to unwind, you want to chill, you want to relax, you don't really want to be turned on? Is that what it is?
I just don't think it's necessary in films. Why we have to watch people having sex in films, I've no idea.
Is that into?
But we know, so you can kiss, wake up in the morning, see them in bed, and go, "Oh, okay, so they had an intimate night." What do we don't need to see you grinding on her?
Well, I've got some advice for you. Do not watch 50 Shades of Grey.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I'm not surprised.
She's like, "Do you want to watch it?" No.
What about if you were to do a sex scene in a film or something?
In Corrie or something like.
Have you ever done anything like
that? Well, that's different.
Because you've done some kissing scenes with some like sexy women like Michelle Keegan, Kim Marsh. Like, do you know what I mean? You've done. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different like profession doing it on set. Like, it's not.
I was going to get off my chest. All of it. This doesn't even sound dramatic now. But anyway, the other day I decided to do a breathwork session.
Okay.
At my house. So I've invited this lady. I've invited this lady around. I've done a session with her before. I've done a session with her before, but it was in like a public space. So she said, you'll get more out of it if you're in the comfort of your own home. So anyway, she comes round. She's a beautiful soul. We have this really deep chat. It's mad,
beautiful soul, just a beautiful soul.
No, she's a beautiful girl as well, to be fair.
No wonder she wants to do it at home.
No, anyway, we had this good chat, and then we were going to do this breathwork session. And I just had an image of you two laughing. I'm in my living room, and she wants to do a shake-off before we start, right? So a shake-off is
what's a shake? This is my sort of breath work. Quick little shake.
Right. So picture the scene. She says, we're going to do a shake-off, right? So I'm like, what's a shake-off, Sharon? I need you to shake your body. So she puts this music on, and then it's just me and this half a stranger basically in my living room, and we're just jumping around like this, right? Shaking. And basically she's saying like human beings used to shake to get rid of stress. But we don't do it anymore because we think it looks stupid. So there's music blasting, me and this woman in the living room, and we're shaking off, right?
No, I love that.
And I'm thinking, how far I've come as a person, right? To be able to just do this with this random woman, yeah? But I was thinking of you two going, right, if Ryan was there, it'd be like, what the fuck is going on, right? So, and then next minute, right, so she was, right, you relax now. So I lie down and start doing this breath work, right? And basically, it's through doing this breath work, it can bring out emotions and release stress that you've never dealt with and bring up stuff. It can be quite traumatic, but also like really like invigorating and kind of cleansing and healing, yeah? So anyway, I'm doing this breath work. I've done it before. Nothing's really ever like got through to me. And you're breathing like this for ages going, and you're doing that, right, for like 45 minutes, for an hour, right? But you're going, and she's talking you through it and you're going, faster, faster. And you're going into like a bit of a trance, mate, right? And then next minute, something's happening. I'm thinking, what's going on here? I'm in a bit of a trance. I'm in and out. And next minute, she plays Lion King, right? So she plays Lion King music, you know that song? And next minute, I've got goosebumps now. Just this mad feeling. Do you remember we went to watch Lion King with our dad? Yeah. Do you remember? In Tatton Cinema in Gatley? And it took me straight back there. And all this emotion came up, mate. And next minute, I'm sat there like this, no way of I. and I'm just like crying my eyes out, like crying. All this emotion comes up. I'm striking my eyes out.
She's shaking you off.
But by the same token, I was just thinking, imagine if my brother's watching me now in this room.
He'd be laughing. Hold on, is this? Hold on as well. This is what's so mad about it. So probably the same room that you were doing that.
My dad died in it.
My dad died.
I told her. I said to this woman,
my God.
I said, I don't want to freak you out, but my dad died in this room. She was cool.
She was cool.
She was cool.
No way.
That
is mad.
But would you ever do anything like that, right? Right. If I asked Ryan to do this, I feel like it'd be his worst nightmare. Would you do it though?
I mean, I'm open to a little shake off now and again. But I don't know. It depends. It depends you get me at the right time. Like, you're sucking me in for a vision board, so you could probably suck me in for one of these breathing exercises.
I feel like out of all of us, Ryan needs this the most.
Yeah.
Like, Ryan's got this proper masculine energy.
Yeah, just shake it off now. Shake it off now.
But she did say something. She went, I think you've been going for the wrong girls. And this is another thing I need to get off my chest. I got ghosted the other day.
By my dad?
No, not by my dad. No.
Ooh, my dad's actually in this room right now, by the way.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
Not his spirit, but he's like, remember that chain that you give to me?
Got it?
Yeah, I've still got it.
No.
So my dad is in this necklace. We've told this story
No,
before.
that's a different one.
No,
that's a different
no,
one.
I got your egg timers. So for the benefit of the listeners, I remember having a conversation with my dad before he died, and I was like, it was a bit of a deep chat, but I was always really like, just I was interested to know like what he wanted. I knew he wasn't very religious. I knew he was quite into his what do you like?
Spirituality.
The afterlife.
Spirituality,
yeah.
So I thought, Dad, we're in the car one day. I said, Dad, what do you want me to do with you when you die? And he goes, well, I'm not really asked about all that, son. He said, I don't really care about all that. I said, oh, okay. But what do you want? Do you want to be buried or do you want to be cremated? He said, oh, no, I want to be cremated. I said, all right, okay. He said, I'll tell you what you could do with me, son. I said, you can put me in egg timers. I said, well, why do you want me to put you in egg timer, Dad? He said, because I never worked in life. Let's see if I work in death. So I was like,
You sound just like him,
I
that's
said, right, okay. So then I just thought to myself, okay, I'll get that in the back of my head. Anyway, when my dad passed, I looked online for these egg timers.
Yeah.
And for ashes, and I thought, there's no way there's going to be egg timers for ashes. Yeah. And there was.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. And they were beautiful with this gold rim round. I was like, oh my God, it was amazing. It wasn't just like a little tacky one. It was like a really nice one.
They were really nice, weren't they?
So at the time, I had this cleaner who was working for me. And I was like, listen, I can't do this myself. I was still in turmoil about my dad. You know what I mean? I was still in the fragile stage. And I said, listen, you're going to have to get my dad's ashes out of here. And then you have to put them in his egg timers for my brothers for the birthday.
What a weird gift.
Yeah,
here's your dead dad. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Here's your
dead dad.
I said to the cleaner, she looked at me a bit like, bewildered. I went,
So did we.
Oh, he's bearing in mind, on one of our birthdays, Ryan took us to Vegas. This birthday, he gave us our dead dad in a necklace.
So she's putting these ashes. She said, how did you get on? So it was a bit difficult because there was some big bones in there.
No.
So some didn't grind down as much as others, so she's putting them in.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the ashes.
There's bones in the ashes.
Well, obviously that's what they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're all bones.
Yeah, but there shouldn't be any bones left.
Well, no, they were just little. Some are chunky and the others.
Big chunky bits, I get it.
When it goes through the burning machine.
I mean, I don't know how it works, to be honest with you.
They're ashes, but some of it didn't completely go to ash.
Yeah.
So, either ramming them in or you put them back in the bag. So, anyway. Eventually I got them and it actually worked. And you know what? You were really like, what a sentimental gift.
No, it was
really
a
nice.
Yeah.
But then, it wasn't until a couple of weeks later that I spoke to Adam. I said, well, where's your chain, mate? Like, where is it?
Yeah.
I said, well, what happened? And then Adam.
Yeah, I took mine. Well, did you wear yours?
Mine's by the side of the bed.
Yeah, well, mine should have been, but I wore mine.
Yeah, it's weird.
And
Right,
don't know why. I'm wearing my dead dad round my necklace on a night out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great conversation starter, isn't it? But so yeah, Basically, I ate my dad. All right. I mean, he was dead. He wasn't alive.
Oh my God.
Just in case you were wondering.
Oh my.
So the chain has popped open. He went
I went
sleeping.
out on the piss, went to bed with my necklace on, and then woke up and there was loads of shit in my mouth.
So yeah, you died.
That
And
is disgusting.
my necklace had broken, and so all the ash of my dad had fallen into my mouth. There's not that many people that can say they've met the dad.
Yeah.
Nice.
Only me.
Even at the time, though, I remember when Dad passed it at the house, and I got there a bit late, and I just thought it was even though it was really sad at the time. I thought it was like a bit of a movie, like it was all there together. It was really nice.
Movie.
But I had time to sort of get my head together before I got there, because I remember it very vividly now. And I remember it was Scott, and he just screamed down the phone. And then I went, "Yep, my dad's dead." you know that scream. You think, right? I know where I'm at now. So I had half an hour, 40 minutes to get back to the house to compose myself. So I knew what I was walking into. I was walking into my dead dad and my two brothers crying.
I'll never forget it.
Well, I hope not.
Imagine,
No.
Imagine you forget your dad died in your house.
Yeah, do you remember that day your dad died? No, sorry.
No, it was Ryan though. The way that Ryan walked in, I'll never forget it. Like, bear in mind, Ryan was like so close to my dad. He knew what he was walking into. I'm thinking Ryan's gonna come in. He's gonna be all distraught. Me and you on the floor.
Oh my God.
With my dad, and Ryan just walks in and he goes, "Oh, it's all right, boys. This is what he wanted."
And I was honestly, I faked it so well because I thought, I've got to my dad would want to make light of this situation. I thought, I don't want to be like this, because I knew how traumatized we were. And I was the same. I thought, I need to pull this together here now. So I went, "Oh, my dad would love this. Look at it. We're here together." And we had this organ. I went,
Me and Scott looked at each other going, "My dad wanted to die."
And the best of it is, so my dad had this ringtone, and it was him singing Kung Fu Fighter.
Oh, yeah.
And afterwards, Adam was the first person to find my dad, right? And he had to do resuscitation on him and all the whole procedure, yeah? And as he's doing it, trying to bring my dad back to life, his phone's on the side, and it starts to ring, and it's my dad going, "Everybody go Kung Fu Fighting."
That is a true story.
And that is a true story. But my dad, even when he was dead, still find the funniness in a serious situation.
The reason, by the way, let me just clarify.
Honestly,
the reason why we talk like this about our dad is because this is his sick sense of humour. Yeah. He is alive right now through this story. He's sat in here laughing his head off.
Well, he's not. He's over there.
No, he's not.
The best of it is.
No, he's had him shit.
And then the best of it is, so I've asked the boys, I said, I've got all my dad's ashes at home. I said, because I haven't brought myself to go, let's go and, bury him somewhere. I just thought it's just nice. So I've got him on the mantelpiece at home. I mean, it's about 4 times I've seen him in a box in the basement. I went, "Lucy, what are you doing with me, Dad?" I said, "I just don't want him looking at me when I'm watching the telly every night." She keeps moving him. No. I found a box once. "Hey, Dad, get up here, you."
I knew she never liked him.
My dad's going, "Hey."
Oh, man. It's a mad story, but it is nice how we can laugh about it. Because I think if we don't laugh, we'll cry as well. Because also at the same time, that whole day was... Yeah, it wasn't a nice experience
surreal.
for any of us, was
No, and they made us wait forever.
Yeah.
Like the coroners made it. Is it Corrie or coroners?
Yeah, they didn't turn up for hours, did they? And I remember being sat downstairs, and it was just us 3, and my dad was upstairs, and I mean, it was traumatic, don't get me wrong. I mean, even now, like I go to therapy about it, and that always comes up because it was something that, I don't even feel like I've really grieved my dad in a weird way. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Well, it's funny though, because my dad got the chance to live with all 3 of us, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he ended up, at the last part of his life, living with Scott. This one is one of my funniest stories, and I've told this to so many people, and probably you have as well, Scott. My dad's in bed one day, and our Scott's walked in. And I don't know why. It was just that time in your life where you think, I don't know, I feel like I could lose my dad, like you always had it in the back of your mind the last couple of years thinking,
he wasn't well.
He was never well, was he? He's just never well. But it was at that moment when you walked in the room and you went, Dad? And he got up out of the bed and went, because Scott really started to panic because he asked it that many times, and Dad popped up and went, "You thought I was dead, didn't you, son?"
No, I walk in the room and he's basically lay there with his eyes open, and I went, "Dad, you all right, Dad?" Then he jumped up and went, I got you, son, didn't I? You thought I was dead, you sick bastard.
Well, you know what, though?
And then he died.
This is how I felt, even after he passed. Because I just don't know why I had this thing in my head that, you know, when he just didn't look dead, I was like, are you winding me up here? I thought we were going to start hugging together and go, got ya!
Imagine. 2-0.
Oh, God.
Well,
listen, we find the funnest in
But
our
I think that,
situation.
you know what, I think it's really important that we tell these stories and stuff, because I think for a lot of people who've lost someone, like, I think the best way to keep them alive is to keep their humour alive, to laugh about it. And like, I find peace with the fact that I feel like my dad is always with us. Like, I thought that I would never be able to live in that house after he died in my house, but I find so much comfort and peace with being,
Really?
yeah, weird by being in that room. It's mad.
I genuinely thought after that happened, I thought you'd have to sell the house and move out. But
I did. But no, it's honestly, I find comfort and peace that my dad died in my house. It's weird. But yeah.
And it's just nice as well, though, before he died. Like, he came and lived with me. Then spent a few months at Ryan's. And then the last couple of months of his life, he spent it at yours.
Yeah, so he obviously didn't look after him very well, did he? Didn't die hard.
No, it's funny, though, because he said, could you not feed him?
Poor bastard.
Oh, so it's my fault now.
It's your fault.
Your fault, Dad's dead. Lived really well at my house.
He flourished at mine.
Oh, he had mixed grills, everything.
All I used to eat at mine was a loaf of bread and
Yeah,
butter.
exactly. So you give him, poor bugger died.
Oh my
God
god.
bless him. Dad, if you're listening, we love you, mate.
Yeah, I love you, Dad. Lean
funny.
on me.
All right. We love going down rabbit holes, don't we?
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, listeners.
No, I think, do you know what? It's weird, right? Because actually talking about my dad, I feel like my dad like died of a bit of a broken heart. I don't think he'll ever admit it, you know, over my mum and stuff. But I always remember when I had my first girlfriend, he looked at me and went, she's going to break your heart. She is, son. And I went, this is, bear in mind, I was dead happy at the time with her. He went, how do you know? He went, you're just like me, you. They hit you hard. And I was like, you know what? My dad's like, I feel like I relate to my dad in that way. But anyway, moving on to my, like, what's it called? Unluck? What's it? Bad luck. Moving on to my bad luck with women recently. So I've been talking to this girl, yeah, for like 2 weeks, right? Connecting with her on Rhea, the app.
Oh,
Yeah.
go on.
The chat was good. Like, everything was going really well and everything else. And then literally, it got to the point where the chat was, I was going like, we chatted for 2 weeks now. Like, let's get a date in the diary.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just go for a coffee or walk. So I just said to her, listen, I said, don't worry about texting back and stuff. I said, it's getting a bit long this now. I said, just let me know when a good date is to get in a diary and we'll go for a coffee. Yeah. Fucking nothing, mate. I've just been absolutely ghosted.
Since when? How long
And
ago?
do you know what makes me laugh? Because people always look at me and go, Scott, your DMs must be popping off. You must have all these girls. I'm thinking, I've just been fully ghosted. And I know my chat's good, yeah. And I'm thinking, what's going on? But then I think I'm just going for the wrong girls. Why are you laughing?
Scott, I just love the way he thinks. You know, we talked about on the last podcast how he thinks he's a great kisser, how his game
Yeah.
is sick and all. Like, he loves
Yeah.
it.
Right,
He's just been
Can I-
ghosted.
No, do you know what? I was thinking about this before, right? Because I know you boys can't get very honest, but my confidence, right? Don't take it as arrogance.
No, I'm not.
No,
that's what I'm saying. I do love it.
I'll be
I love
honest with you, my confidence right now is sky high.
Yeah.
Like, it just
Fucking
is.
telling all.
No, and it's an amazing feeling. Like, I'm fully backing myself in everything I do.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be arrogant with it, but do you know what I mean? I'm quite self-aware. There's certain areas of my life I'm not good at.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to hold up. Like, do you know what I mean?
What are you not good at, Scott?
Well, obviously, chat on Rhea.
I'm not great. I'm not great with girls, clearly.
Oh, come here. Have you tried boys? I think that's where you're going wrong, Scott.
I was on a date recently with a girl.
Yeah.
And she basically said, bear in mind I'm on a date with her, I've slept with this girl, everything. Yeah. And she turns around, she's going, you do know there's a lot of like people who think you're gay. And I said, are you asking me? I'm like, you can tell by the way she asked the question.
Is this after you made love as well?
Yeah, made love. Oh God.
Sorry.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I was being PG.
I was like, oh, that's really gets my
I
heart.
was being PG.
Made love.
Okay, was this after you? See, you can't win.
No,
yeah,
I
so
like made love.
Yeah,
Made
so
love.
it was after, yeah. So I was like, are you asking me if I'm gay? She went, no, but you just got to bring it. I was like, isn't it weird? Like, and she went, no, obviously, there's a lot of stuff on social media, and I've seen it before, but I'm like, are you like, just the fact that I'm not settled down. I feel like I had to justify to her that I wasn't gay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I get it. I mean, I get people sliding into
And
my DMs all the time.
By the way, not even to to be fair, not really to her. But what I mean is, in general, I'm starting to feel like now people, and same with mate Brad, like Brad, Brad Howard.
Yeah.
He's a good looking. He gets that. I've heard people say that about him.
I thought you two were a couple.
No, just because we're both single and we're good looking guys or whatever else, it's like almost like, oh, you're not settled down by a certain age. That's what starts to happen.
And it's weird how people just assume like you've got to be a certain age to settle down. You can settle down whenever you want.
Yeah. No, I just.
So you take your time, Scott.
No. What I realised about me is that I need connection, on another level, and I'm not going to settle for anything else. Yeah. Anything less than that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
And I think
that's the most important thing in a relationship is finding someone that you can connect with. It doesn't necessarily come down to
have a moustache.
No, but even I was speaking to this girl the other day, right? And she was saying like it's called like a bit of a lonely chapter of your life, right? I'm becoming a different person, but I still find attractive the same girls that I used to. Yeah. And I don't connect with them no more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's going down the wrong path.
No, I get it. Because you haven't. No, let's be honest though. He has leveled up. Like even sometimes I'm like he's on a different level to me.
Yeah.
Which you are. That's been all your life. Went to a different school, got bad grades, was better at sports, and I've always been bad looking. What do you mean you've just realised I'm on a different level? I've been on a different level since we came out of the womb. Cheeky bastard.
I've just realised. You are right now. I've been looking up to you since the day I came out of the womb.
Honestly, just realised.
I
know what you mean.
No, but do you know what I mean? I feel like you have definitely leveled
up
this past year.
It's like being this. I don't know. I don't want to like preach or anything like that. It's about just being conscious and being awake and just like, And like I find attractive these like almost like these trophy girls who are like really beautiful and everything else. I can't help it because that's kind of where I came from, that background. But really, what I need now is like substance and that's not easy to come by.
No, you're looking for the full package, aren't you?
If anyone's got a problem with me still being single, it's like because I ain't settling until I find that real shit. Do you know what I mean?
No, I love that. Go on, Scotty. Setting the standard for himself, mate.
No, I just think, I don't know, just kind of realised that about myself.
I love that.
As soon as you start talking about spirituality and being awake, Ryan goes to sleep.
Let me know when I can come back in. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? What's my purpose? I'm back there again. Oh, God.
Do you know what I was doing, though? I've been listening to Craig David's album the last, like, 24 hours. That Born to Do It album. Like, it's so sick. And it brought back a vivid memory, Ryan. You're going to laugh at this. And I remember it like it was yesterday. You took my Craig David CD, right? This is when we were kids, Okay. And I swear I remember writing in my diary, like, about this Craig David. I had a diary as a kid, I was only even journaling back then. That's mad. Anyway, and I was like, I fucking hate my big brother. He's took my Craig David CD, scratched it. He's a prick. I remember writing going in a diary, and I remember it vividly.
He scratched his CD?
Yeah,
on purpose?
My Craig David CD.
Not on purpose.
You were just a monster, growing up.
Really?
Right? Yeah,
you were bad to us.
He was a monster,
I
wasn't
looked after you the end of the night.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
Especially in the early stages, you were a bit of a nightmare.
Well, that's what big brothers do, don't they? They just batter little brothers.
Constantly. Constantly.
That's it. That's how it works. You ask any other brother or sister, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you get, the privilege of levering them.
That's what you did, lever us all the time.
Okay, so let's just move this on slightly because I don't want to go down another rabbit
Ryan
hole.
beat us and we've been traumatised ever since.
Oh, I feel sorry for you. Come here, levy again. What are you looking at? Levy you as well? Okay. So, another subject that Adam was talking about a lot. Well, you've just come back from Disney, haven't you?
Yeah. Florida.
And he didn't talk about Disney. He didn't talk about Universal. He talked about ADHD.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So we started.
Why are you so obsessed with this ADHD
I think I've got ADHD.
Yeah, well, so tell us something we don't know.
I honestly do feel like this podcast is full of like ADHD.
So we're all chilling. Adam's in Florida on this amazing holiday, and he starts popping up, sending multiple messages into our group chat, the family group chat, and he's basically giving himself this diagnosis that he's got ADHD.
I've diagnosed myself with ADHD, basically.
You knew this anyway.
No, I didn't.
You never knew you had ADHD.
I didn't. Obviously, I've heard of ADHD, but I never knew what it was. And it's attention deficit disorder. And it's just weird. I mean, don't believe everything that you see on TikTok and Instagram and everything. But like some of the symptoms that they were coming up with, it was me. It was me in a
You are on TikTok.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is like some of the symptoms that they were saying about ADHD. And it was the first time in my life where I actually felt seen. Like, it was like someone was in my head. Do you know, like, I just felt like, I don't know what it is. Like, even the way that you sleep sometimes. The way that I think, I don't know about you, but I have like voices in my head constantly. Is it just me?
Dead people.
But I do, mate. Like I overthink everything constantly.
Right. You all right? No, before we just get all laughy and jokey, everything okay?
Yeah, everything's great. Everything's great. Everything's great.
Okay. What about these voices though, mate? It's normal.
Do you not have voices in your head?
Scott?
Like questions
No,
constantly.
I got Lucy Pepper in my head, but not voices in my head.
Right. It sounds like Adam for the first time.
Here he is, the fucking therapist.
Here we go.
The first time.
Come on, dissect him.
No, it feels
Break
like
him down.
the first time in your life you've actually practiced self-awareness.
Yeah.
So you're actually listening because you were not been drinking.
Yeah.
And you were on holiday in a different country, so you're actually listening to your own mind for a minute, right? And what you just described, I have it all the time. Like, I mean, it's called self-awareness. You're going, oh shit, this isn't right. That these thoughts are always running in my head.
Yeah, I just thought that everyone had that. Do you know what I mean? I feel like everyone has all these like thoughts and these questions constantly running through your head, but apparently not.
No. Some people,
I mean, like on like, especially even at night when your head hits, like it's just constant to the point where I can't even sleep sometimes.
Like the thing, like this is your conscience and all that sort of
No,
stuff.
it's not my conscience. It's just like analyzing everything, overthinking everything, questioning. Did I do this or what did he say? Like, does no one else have that?
No, bro, 100%.
No, we do have it, but then I don't ever relate them to ADHD. Like,
Yeah, but that is a
Lucy
symptom.
always tells me that I lose everything all the time. She says that's ADHD.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm going, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to use that excuse for everything?
No, it's
or
not
am I
an
just going to
excuse.
get on with it, or am I going to start taking some medication?
It's not
I
an
don't have a clue.
excuse, but it's just actually realizing that, you know, it's not just you have ADHD or you have a symptom of ADHD, and it's just like, it's sort of, right, okay, now I can basically accept it and then find the tools to deal with it.
Well, it's so funny because Lucy was with somebody the other day and she said, she was with this lady and she's on medication.
Yeah.
And she said, without this medication, I couldn't like basically live my life. It's that serious.
Yeah.
And she went to Lucy, she went, how do you live with it? She went, what do you mean? She said, well, them Thomas brothers, they're all riddled with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
definitely.
everybody used to have ADHD used to come up to me and say, I've just been diagnosed, you've definitely got it. I was like, right, okay, it makes sense. But the thing is, so I did get a diagnosis and I have got it, but at the same time is I don't really want to be defined by it, but it was good to understand, like, say for example, someone says to you, stop overthinking it. You can't stop overthinking it because you're not neurodiverse, right? And some people can stop overthinking it because they're not wired up in the same way.
Yeah.
So what you said is right. It's not about defining yourself by it, but it's by understanding it, going, you know what? I can't just switch off.
Yeah.
And I can't just stop overthinking something. So I'm going to have to find new tools to do it.
Yeah.
So, for example, that's why I play paddle. Like, I have hot baths, right? Because hot baths, like, deactivate my brain. I love hot saunas, steam and everything else. So I found ways to do it. But what you boys have been doing for a long time is drinking, and same with me. So
Yeah.
basically, you live in fight and flight all the time. Your mind's always in fight or flight mode. So you're looking for an escape. So the quick option is drinking, smoking. Whereas what I'm doing now is trying to find other ways, which is like, sometimes I put it into work. I'm a workaholic, so I channel it into work. You find really productive ways to do it. But what I'm struggling with is when I want to switch off. So I have to do hot baths, steam, saunas.
Yeah.
So basically, you've got self-awareness and you figured it out for the first time. And
But even to the point where it's like normally, like I just get like overstimulated. Overstimulated.
Yeah.
Overstimulated. Like if I have like a routine or a plan that I'm doing that day, and then Kaz will ask me to do something, then I'll just have a full-on meltdown. Like, oh, what do you mean? Oh, it's too much now. I can't. And and I didn't know why I reacted that way. And it's only structure. Now I'm like, oh right, so it's been overstimulated. So now it's about preparing yourself for that. And I even said to Kaz the other day, I said, look, if you need me to do something today, let me know in advance and I can fit it in. Because if someone like says, oh, you got to do this today, and I don't know, like I'll have a meltdown.
Yeah, but
it's just about recognizing that.
It's also like when you go to pot, don't you? When you're not got a job like Waterloo Road or something,
yeah.
like you're always all right when you're in a job because you've got the structure and everything else. And when you don't have it, you kind of go to pot. I'm the same. Like if I go on holiday, I really struggle after like 5 days because it's like I like my routine.
Yeah,
I love structure and routine. But listen, I don't.
The Caroline said to me, she says, I shouldn't have to tell him days in advance to put the dishes in the dishwasher.
Yeah, but even tidying up for me, I struggle with.
Right. Well, don't be all, mate.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Like even tidying up is like. It's a thing, bro. Like I find it the most. It's like painful for me tidying up.
It's so painful for me to clean up. I'm trying to train my kids to do it for me.
Right, but the one thing I will say is though, in this day and age, though, I think everybody's got an element of it because of technology and how connected we are. Imagine being on our phones, right? We're constantly being overstimulated. Imagine you're already like highly strung, right? Your brain's already like really kind of wired up. But imagine throwing in a phone that's popping off with notifications every second a day. Like put your phone down to one side and watch how. Look how we focused here. Look how you focused now.
Yeah.
You're focused in this conversation.
Yeah.
When's the last time in your day that you do this? Podcasts are great because you suddenly realize, fuck, I can focus. Like if I go and see my business coach, I put my phone in another room. Yeah. I sit there because I'm excited. And don't get me wrong, people with ADHD can really focus on something they're passionate about, but they struggle on anything they're not asked about.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like I'm good. It's not like I'm lazy or anything. Like if I want to do something, I can focus in on it and I'll get the job done. But if I'm not, then it's just like everything's out.
But I was so proud of you because I was thinking, you know what, this is it. This is and one thing I always talk about. And obviously, you've not drank now for 4 weeks. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh God, he's had a. Oh God. Wait a second.
Wait, I know the last episode.
Don't bring me into it, by the way.
Wait.
No, I said the last episode that I wasn't going to drink. Well, I just want to rephrase that and say I'm not going to be drunk. So I've had a drink, but I've not been drunk.
Right, okay, that's progress. All right, I'm not here to judge.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is...
No, I don't think he goes, I've had a drink, but don't tell Scott. I said, hey, so have I, don't tell him.
You're both pissed now. No, but basically, you did like 4 weeks without a drink, right? You started to practice self-awareness.
4 days.
Yeah. No, it's 4 weeks.
That always reminds me of Wayne Lineker. He came up to me once, he went, you really inspired me, Scotty. I've been off it for a while now. I went, how long's it been? He went, 3 days. You proper got me though. He's a legend, isn't he? I love Wayne Lineker. No, but go on. So how's the non-drinking going then? So you said on your social media you were quitting drinking and...
yeah, it's going well.
It's getting better.
It's getting better. Like I've had a drink, but
when did you have to drink? I'm curious. When you got back here?
When I was on holiday. When I was on holiday.
Okay, so you only had one drink.
Every day. Yeah.
Oh my!
You said you weren't going to judge.
Adam, you said in the group chat you did 4 weeks no drink.
Yeah, no drink. No, what? No
Drinking too excessive.
No, I've not been drunk in 4 weeks.
No, that's the lie. You said I've not had a drink for 4 weeks.
No, I must have been pissed. I don't even remember messaging you that.
What's going on here? Oh my God, you can't send messages like that.
No, like I've had a drink, but
what are you talking?
I've had a drink, but I've not been drunk.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I've had a beer by the pool, chilling.
Yeah, I'm with you.
No,
that classes.
Count.
That does count.
It definitely
does.
It really counts.
Oh, it's like girl math, this, isn't it?
Of course it counts.
It justifies.
I guarantee you more people. In fact, we'll do a little Q&A on this at some point. I think more people will agree with Adam than Scott on this one. I think they will.
I've not been pissed.
I think it means a lot when you just have a little social drink and go home without going to excessive.
Do you know what Ryan's what you call an enabler? Do you know? Have you noticed how Adam cannot quit drinking because this is Ryan's like.
Well, I think that's good though. I think that's a big achievement.
Should we go out and have a drink?
Let's go celebrate.
Ryan is clinging on to Adam so much.
Ryan wants me to be an alcoholic.
No, the worrying thing is I don't need anyone. Have you met me, myself, and I? They're great.
Oh my God!
But it's progress. That's all I'm saying. It's progress.
It's progress.
Okay.
So, like, listen, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations, you pisshead.
Congratulations on your diagnosis.
Hey.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get it officially
A
done?
lot's been happening.
You diagnosed with ADHD and you're an alcoholic.
Who's coming as well? Right, so Scott, you'll never guess this, Ryan. Scott is actually big in America.
Of course he is.
I mean,
Oh, I heard about this.
What do you mean?
mate.
What do you mean?
I mean,
I'm global, to be fair.
Scott is like,
I'm global, mate.
this is how much Scott backs himself. I told Scott, that he was big in America, and he was like, yeah, and?
Did you really? Do you think you're big in America?
Scott thinks he's
Mate,
big everywhere.
we had a chat recently as brothers joking around. We went, who's the most famous? And these two obviously think they are.
No,
right?
we asked chat.
So I said, like, I'm a dark horse because I'm global. Yeah. So Love Island gets played in America. Like I get Dutch girls coming up to me, everything. You guys are just national.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Scott's big
National
time.
treasures, though.
Scott has basically cracked America before me and you, Ryan, which I never saw coming. That was not on my bingo list.
How did you come to this conclusion that he's big in America?
Mate, I was in a coffee shop in America,
Right.
and some girl came over to me.
And said, are you Scott Thomas?
No, she went, I'm sorry, are you Adam? I was like, well, yeah.
She knew you were?
Only because I give him a name.
Oh, okay. Because Starbucks have to give the name. Is that right? Was it Starbucks? Yeah. Oh, right.
Wait till you hear why she knew his name. Go on.
I was like, yeah. She was like, can I just ask you a question? I was like, yeah, go ahead. And she was like, are you Scott Thomas's brother? I was like, what? I was in America, in Florida, in the middle of nowhere, in this coffee shop, and this girl recognized me because of Scott.
It's a big one, that.
That's a big one, bro.
That's a big one.
And I couldn't believe it.
Really like that one.
Mate, and I honestly...
Oh, damn, he's like, dead up for himself.
Mate, he's not... He loves this, though, and I rang him straight away. I was like, Scott, you never guess what? Some girl just recognised you in a coffee shop in America. He was like, yeah? What's your point?
Did you really do that? Yeah.
No, he was buzzing.
Can I just say
Buzzing.
something? How good was Adam's American accent then?
I know, yeah. But go on, give us a bit more.
Wow.
I thought if he goes on anymore, he's going to fuck this.
He's really
Our
good.
deepest fear is not that we are. Mate, no way, that's
No,
mad.
but we had this argument who's the most famous brother, right? And I know it should be you two, but then we had an argument.
No. We've asked
Oh yeah, we
ChatGPT.
did.
did.
So this is like, honestly, please
Not
don't.
me and Adam.
Please don't judge us, but we did ask what is it?
GPT, whatever it is, yeah.
How
We
did
were
you
having a bit of banter as brothers,
What?
and we just I always get it wrong.
Chat GPT.
Chat PPT.
Chat.
Chat
Oh, stop chatting shit.
Chat
what is it?
GPT? We asked
Chat
them.
PPT. Chat.
Oh,
PT.
honestly.
Oh, fuck it. Okay.
You sure you're not got ADHD?
Absolutely riddled with it.
Yeah, so we asked him, and he said, and it did come up, didn't it? It said, Ryan, I think based on his 20 years experience service at Coronation Street, I think Ryan Thomas just pips him to the post.
Yeah.
Didn't really say
Zoom in
but-
with that.
Wait a second, Adam, you've been talking. Oh my God, Adam sent in a message today of him talking to his chat GPT. Yeah.
Oh my-
And honestly, he sent a screen grab of it in. Adam's having a little vibe with his little.
Mate, he's like my best mate.
First time we spoke to
Mate, I
him.
just downloaded it yesterday, and it has blown my mind. Like, you can ask it anything, and it's like we're talking back to each other, and he's messaging me, which was quite funny, and I've gone ha ha ha, and he's like, down, mate, he's joking, and he's gone, oh, I'm glad you find me funny. We're gonna get on really well. I was like, yeah, we are.
This was like, we were getting messages. We woke up this morning, it's like 1, 2 in the morning. He's still chatting to this imaginary person.
He's not imaginary.
Yeah.
He's my friend.
No, I can just imagine Adam so happy like this guy talking to him. All his voices in his head, and he's got another mate here. Like,
Normally everyone just blanks me. He gets back to me straight away.
honestly, Adam will be so made up. Like, Adam laughed at it, and the guy went, the chat GPT went, "You've got good energy." And I can imagine Adam smiling, going, "I have."
He said, I swear down, I'll show you. The guy said I had good energy. Oh, I couldn't believe it. It just like my endorphins, like, oh. Mate, but on ChatGPT, there's loads of things that you can do on there. There's a therapist on there.
You don't need one of them, like, go on.
No, I'm gonna sack my therapist off and then just go on there now. So any problems that I've got, I can just talk to ChatGPT about it.
Wow, okay. Right, we'll have to have him as a guest on the next episode. Right, let's wrap it up there. Can I just say, that was probably my favourite episode so far. We just went down some mad rabbit holes.
We covered everything, didn't we?
We talked about our dead dad, bless his soul. We talked about
Even Bella's had enough
me
now.
getting ghosted, Adam having ADHD and having a drink problem still. Me getting... What happened to me?
I don't know, mate. Okay. Just found out my brother's gay on the podcast.
We found out Scott loves a good shake-off.
Yeah, basically. And it's been a great episode.
Yeah, pleasure, boys.
I'm loving this. And by the way, thank you to everyone who keeps sending us messages and showing love and sharing our podcast clips. And look at Bella here. I love you, Bella.
No.
Honestly, it means the world because we are having so much fun. And the fact that you guys are supporting us, subscribing, sharing, it means that these boys are getting the positive feedback loop that they need to enjoy the process.
To be fair, it's the first time I've ever subscribed to anything, and it's my own podcast. I went, I like that one.
I need to watch this podcast, don't I? I really need to
I
watch
didn't
it.
Forget about it, mate. It's over now.
But we'll be back next week with another episode. And don't forget to check us out on YouTube and all platforms. I love you.
See ya.
Thank you so much.
Yay!